Architectonics, as an intricate science of spatial dynamics, delves deeply into the essence of organization, structure, construction, and configuration. This discipline captivates architects from an early age, drawing them into a world where spatial relationships and systems design reign supreme. However, the scope of their interests extends far beyond the mere configuration of three-dimensional constructs like buildings, bridges, and machines. These intellectual artisans also excel in crafting curricula, corporate structures, and a myriad of theoretical systems. Essentially, INTPs embody the quintessential architects of both tangible and intangible realms, engineering structural models and designing systemic structures with a masterful touch. Their perspective on the world is one of potential transformation. They see it as a canvas of raw material, awaiting their skilled hand to reshape and redefine according to their visionary designs. This view intensifies over time, especially upon realizing that most others merely feign an understanding of nature's laws. In their later years, architects often regard themselves as the ultimate organizers, pitting their wits against both nature and society in a relentless quest to impose order upon the chaos of the natural world. Similar to the mastermind rationals who strive to master order, architect rationals aspire to be the ultimate masters of organization. Rooted in the philosophies of Plato's rationals and Aristotle's dialecticals, architects exhibit a distinctive temperament that sets them apart from their NT counterparts in numerous aspects. Like all rationals, their communication style is abstract, and their approach to achieving goals is utilitarian. They gravitate towards scientific studies, are fascinated with technology, and excel in systems management. Their worldview is pragmatic, skeptical, and relativistic, focusing on the intricate interplay of spatial and temporal dimensions. Self-perception for architects revolves around being ingenious, autonomous, and resolute. They aspire for calmness, place utmost trust in reason, and are driven by a hunger for achievement and a quest for knowledge. They value deference and dream of becoming the wizards of science and technology. Intellectually, they tend to favor strategic thinking over diplomacy, tactics, and logistics. Their exploratory nature often leads them to adopt the engineer's informative role, rather than the coordinator's directive role. Due to their reserved nature and keen attention to detail, they generally prefer the architect role over that of the inventor. To understand the intellectual evolution of an architect, one must consider their strategic roles. This can be visualized through a graph that depicts the most likely profile of their strategic inclinations and roles. Architects are a rare breed, comprising approximately 1% of the population. As such, they are not commonly encountered in everyday situations. For this type of rational, the world primarily serves as a platform for analysis, understanding, and explanation. External reality holds little intrinsic value. Rather, it is an arena for testing the validity of ideas. For architects, the crux of existence lies in unveiling and articulating the underlying structures of the universe, striving for statements about the universe that are coherent, accurate, and devoid of redundancy. Driven by an insatiable curiosity about these fundamental structures, architects are relatively indifferent to whether their ideas are understood or accepted by others. Their approach to learning is holistic. They absorb knowledge from any available source, valuing it based on its efficacy in advancing their understanding. For architects, intelligence is a prized trait, both in themselves and in others. They are perpetually on the lookout for technological principles and natural laws that underpin the real world. Unlike the global and diffuse cognitive approach of NF types, architects restrict their focus to what is pertinent to the issue at hand. This targeted approach allows them to concentrate more effectively than most other types. Their passion for analysis can border on obsession. Once they engage with a thought process, they pursue it relentlessly until they unravel the issue's full complexity. Moreover, their capacity for recall is remarkable. Once an architect learns something, it is etched in their memory. Their desire to master the laws of unity and diversity sometimes manifests as a kind of intellectual snobbery. They may display impatience with those less skilled in engineering or less driven, which can lead to misunderstandings and sometimes hostility from others. In their expression and thought processes, architects exhibit unparalleled precision among all personality types. They possess an innate ability to discern distinctions and inconsistencies in thought and language, detecting contradictions with ease regardless of when or where they were expressed. Only coherent and logically sound statements resonate with them, rendering them impervious to authority derived from office, credentials, or celebrity status. Like INTPs, architects are formidable in debate and adversarial discussions. Their proficiency in differential analysis gives them a significant edge in discrediting opposing arguments and structuring their own. They view discussions as opportunities for deeper understanding, committed to eradicating inconsistencies irrespective of the source. This uncompromising approach to logical discourse often makes interactions with architects challenging for many, as they are quick to correct errors in even the most casual of conversations. This trait, while reflective of their commitment to precision, can render communication with them somewhat daunting for those unaccustomed to such rigor. Architects, in their essence, are the logicians, mathematicians, technologists, and scientists par excellence. They are drawn to any field that demands a profound understanding of architectonics, systems analysis, or structural design. However, their approach to architecting is markedly different from the artisan's crafting of physical forms into aesthetically pleasing shapes. For architects, the allure lies in the abstract realm of model design, where dimensions, be they 2, 3, or 4-dimensional, are but a playground for their intellectual explorations. Their speech, often complex and technical, can sometimes create barriers to understanding, especially for those not versed in their specific areas of expertise. This, coupled with their aversion to redundancy, can make them seem distant or difficult to engage with. However, in the realm of education, particularly for advanced students, their potential as teachers is immense. Despite their tendency to be demanding, their commitment to intellectual rigor and depth makes them valuable mentors. Their disinterest in routine clerical tasks and impatience with mundane details reflect a mind preoccupied with higher-order thinking. They thrive in environments that allow for quiet, uninterrupted work, often preferring solitude or the company of a select few. Socially, architects can appear reserved, even shy, except in the company of close friends. Their demeanor often forms a barrier that can be challenging to penetrate, leading to misconceptions about their true competencies. For organizations to fully leverage the talents of an architect, it is crucial to provide them with efficient support staff capable of capturing and developing their fleeting ideas. In personal relationships, architects are serious and devoted partners, though they may occasionally become preoccupied or forgetful of social conventions like anniversaries or appointments. They are not inclined to organize social activities at home, often deferring such responsibilities to their partners. Left to their own devices, they are likely to retreat into the world of books, surfacing only to tend to basic needs. In terms of temperament, they are generally even-tempered, compliant, and easy to live with unless one of their core principles is challenged. While they may not readily express their emotions or desires and may seem insensitive to the emotions of others, they are highly attentive to what their partners say and do, often seeking rational explanations for their actions and statements. As parents, architects are deeply committed and enjoy the process of raising children. They treat each child as a rational individual, respecting their rights and granting them a level of autonomy appropriate to their age and maturity. They encourage their children to be self-reliant and to forge their own paths, refraining from imposing their own expectations. They adopt a non-aggressive approach to discipline, preferring to let natural consequences teach their children about the world or designing logical consequences when necessary for safety. This comprehensive understanding of architects showcases their unique blend of intellectual rigor, analytical prowess, and commitment to principles, making them invaluable contributors to fields that require deep systemic understanding and innovative structural design. Their approach to life, though sometimes misunderstood, is marked by a relentless pursuit of knowledge and a profound desire to understand and organize the world around them. Architects, with their characteristic blend of introspective intellect and analytical prowess, often tread paths less traveled by the general populace. Their minds are a labyrinth of ideas and theories, constantly evolving and expanding. This relentless pursuit of knowledge and understanding makes them perpetual learners, often delving into the depths of abstract concepts and complex problems with ease and enthusiasm. Their curiosity is not confined to the realms of their professional interests. Architects exhibit a broad spectrum of interests, ranging from philosophy to the arts. They often have a unique perspective on such subjects, blending their analytical skills with creative thought, resulting in innovative and sometimes unconventional interpretations. This intellectual diversity, however, can sometimes lead them to feel misunderstood or out of place in mainstream society, where their depth of thought and unorthodox perspectives are not always appreciated or recognized. In social settings, architects are typically observers, preferring to analyze and understand the dynamics around them rather than actively participate. They are adept at identifying patterns and underlying principles in social interactions, though they may sometimes struggle to engage in small talk or superficial conversations. Their preference for meaningful and intellectually stimulating discourse can make socializing in typical settings challenging for them. Emotionally, architects are often misunderstood. While they may appear detached or aloof, they experience emotions deeply. However, they tend to process these emotions internally, analyzing and rationalizing their feelings. This internalization can make them seem indifferent or uncaring, but in reality, they are simply navigating their emotional landscape in a way that makes sense to them. In the workplace, architects shine in roles that allow them to utilize their analytical skills and independent thought. They are often drawn to careers in research, where they can delve into complex problems and develop innovative solutions. Their ability to see patterns and connections that others may miss makes them valuable assets in any field that requires a deep understanding of systems and theories. Their approach to problem solving is both creative and systematic. They often see solutions that others overlook, thinking outside the conventional parameters. This ability to think differently is a strength they bring to their professional and personal endeavors, though it can sometimes lead to frustration in environments that value conformity and traditional approaches. Leadership roles can be both a challenge and an opportunity for architects. While they may not seek out leadership positions, they can be effective leaders when the situation calls for it. Their leadership style is characterized by a desire to share knowledge and empower others rather than seeking control or authority. They lead by example, using their deep understanding of a subject to guide and inspire their team. In relationships, architects value independence and intellect. They are attracted to partners who can engage in intellectual discourse and challenge them mentally. They value honesty and transparency in relationships. And while they may not be the most expressive in terms of emotions, they show their affection through their actions and the depth of their commitment. Despite their reserved nature, architects are deeply loyal to those they care about. They may have a small circle of close friends, but the bonds they form are strong and enduring. They are supportive and thoughtful friends, often offering insightful advice and unique perspectives on problems. In summary, architects are complex individuals with a rich inner world. They navigate life with a unique blend of analytical thought and introspective reflection. Their journey is one of constant learning and exploration, seeking to understand the world around them in all its complexity. While they may sometimes feel out of step with a world that doesn't always value their depth of thought, they continue to contribute profoundly through their innovative ideas, creative problem solving, and unwavering pursuit of knowledge. Subscribe to the channel and like the video.